welcome to class. This is a 20-minute hip-focused Vinyasa flow for mobility and flexibility, and we'll also have the opportunity for an arm balance, but it is optional, so you can modify the practice in any way that you see fit. All you're going to need is your yoga mat. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and give this video a like, and when you're ready, I'll see you on the mat. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, welcome to class. We're going to start up to the top of our mat standing. We're going to bring the feet out nice and wide to the outer edges of the mat and turn the toes out slightly. And bring your arms out in front. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, sink the butt halfway down into a nice active squat, pressing down through the heels. Keep the chest lifted. Draw the low belly in towards the spine and hold it here. We're just going to take a little bit of a bounce up and down through the hips for 5, 4, waking up the legs, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, come up to standing, bring the hands to the heart. Exhale again, take it down, and again we're going to bounce. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, deep breath in, come up to standing. Last one, just waking up, firing up the legs. Bounce it up and down for 5. Chest lifted for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to standing and bring the feet together at the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in and reach the arms up. Gaze up towards the thumbs, and then as you exhale, bow forward, hinging from the hips to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen to half lift, nice flat back, broaden the collarbones. Plant the hands and step back to a plank position. Holding it here, shoulders stacking over the wrists. Press the ground away, nice straight arms, strength here. Tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, draw the low belly up and in towards the spine. Drop the knees down to the ground if you need to modify. Otherwise, hold it up, nice and strong plank, and find the breath. Just for another 3. Deep, full breaths for 2. Keep pressing the ground away. For 1. Lean forward, bend the arms, slowly lower. All the way down to the belly. Tops of the feet to the ground. Take a breath in. Lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, melts the chest down. And we'll do 2 more just like that. Deep breath in, squeeze the glutes. Exhale to release. 1 more, deep breath in. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Press back up to your high plank, and then lift the hips up and back, come to downward facing dog. And we'll just take a little bit of movement here in the first down dog. Bend one knee and the other. You can move the hips, maybe a little bounce of the chest before you settle in to a nice still position. Relax the neck and set your drishti focus. Press the ground away. Lift the tail back and up towards the ceiling and pull the navel in towards the spine. Press down through the feet. Holding it here. Deep breath in. Let the breath go. 1 more full deep breath in. Let it go. Next breath in, reach your right leg up to the sky to a 3-legged dog, and we're going to bend the right knee, open the hip, and we're just going to draw some circles of the hip, getting into the rotator of the hip, one direction, and then change directions. Beautiful. Re-extend the right leg. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee into the nose. Step the right foot forward between the hands into this runner's lunge position, and we're going to do a little bounce of the hips here for 5, 4, back leg nice and active, 3, 2, 1, and then lower the back knee down to the ground. Come into low lunge, interlace the fingers, take a Kali Mudra, lift up through the chest, sink the front of the left hip forward and down, squeeze the left glute, deep breath in. Exhale, release the fingertips to frame the right foot, straighten into both legs into a nice long pyramid, pressing down through the left heel, squaring the hips, drawing the outer right hip back, the left hip forward. And we're going to move to breath here, so we're going to lower the back knee down, reach the arms up, Kali Mudra, deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down, send the hips up and back into space, into the pyramid, deep breath in here. Exhale, rebend into the left knee, last lunge. On this side, deep breath in. Exhale, frame the right foot, straighten into both legs, square the hips, pull the navel in towards the spine, deep breath in. Exhale, rebend, plant the hands firmly, and we'll extend the right leg straight back, 3-legged dog, deep breath in here. As you exhale, this time we step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, sink the hips forward and down, and walk the hands out in front into this lizard lunge. You can take a bit of movement here as well, still massaging out tension in the hips. And if you've got the range, you can come down onto the forearms so that the elbows are in line with your right ankle. Keep the right big toe mound grounded as best you can, and reach the heart forward. Take a deep breath in and breath out. One more inhale, squeeze left glute. Exhale, walk the hands back below the shoulders. Well done. Drop the back heel, pivot the right toes in, and walk the hands around to the left, coming into a nice straddle with the feet just slightly pigeon-toed. The legs, the thighs are nice and active. Take a breath in, lean the heart forward, and then as you exhale, fold down the middle into Prasarita, Padottanasana. Crown of the head presses down. Use the hands as leverage to pull the chest between the legs. Pull the navel in, lift up through the tail, deep breaths. One more full breath, inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands below the shoulders, take the hands to the hips, come all the way up to standing as you take a deep breath in. And then we're going to turn the heels in and bend the knees into a goddess squat. Open the arms nice and wide, pressing firmly through the feet, and feel like you're squeezing the heels in towards one another, sinking the butt nice and low, holding it here for 5, for 4, for 3, stay with it, legs are nice and strong, for 2, for 1. From here, keep the left knee bent, and we're going to come onto the right heel, bring the hands to the heart, and sink into Skandasana at the back of your mat. You can use the hands as you need to here on the ground. Otherwise, keep the hands at the heart, keep the chest lifted, the right foot flexed, holding it here. Find the breath, deep breath in and breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, you're going to drop the butt all the way down to the ground and just adjust yourself so you're facing towards the top of the mat, and you're going to take the left ankle across the top of the right thigh, plant the hands behind you, bend the right knee, and then just lift the hips up and back a few times, coming into this seated figure 4 position. Keep that left foot flexed, and then set the butt down, lift the chest, and pull the low belly in. Feeling that little intensity into the left glute. One more deep breath in. And as you release, we're going to hook the right elbow around the left foot and then extend the right leg out in front and cradle the left leg and sort of massage out that left hip. And then from here, if you want to take the arm balance, you're going to thread the left arm through, left knee over the left shoulder, plant the hands beside you. Maybe you can pick the butt up, maybe you can cross the right foot over the left and hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1, and then from here if you want to take it back into the scissor kick, thread the right leg through without touching the ground, extend the right leg back, bending the arms, and then you can kick back to chaturanga, to upward facing dog, to downward facing dog. If you didn't quite get the arm balance, just make your way back to downward facing dog and readjust yourself on the mat. Take a deep breath in and let the breath go. One more deep breath in and breath out. Okay, other side. Left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open the hip. And we're going to circle the hip one direction and the other. Beautiful. Extend the left leg. Tiger curl the left knee into the nose. Step the left foot forward between the hands, and we're going to bounce the hips up and down for 5. Back leg is strong for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower the right knee down. Reach both arms up into Kali Mudra. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down, coming to the standing pyramid, pressing down through the back heel, straightening into the front leg to the best of your ability. And then we move, rebend into the left knee, lower the back knee down, deep breath in. Exhale, release the fingertips down, straighten into both legs, deep breath in here. Exhale, rebend, last lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release the fingertips down, send the hips up and back into space. Rebend into the left knee, plant the hands, extend left leg back. 3-legged dog, and this time we're going to step the left foot gently to the outside of the left hand. Sink the hips forward and down, straight into the lizard lunge. You can walk the hands out in front. Keep the chest reaching forward. And you can move a little bit here. You don't have to be so static into the pose. Feel the subtle shifts as we open up, treating this side as completely new. Noticing perhaps if one side's tighter than the other. Keep the chest reaching forward to improve the posture. We tend to sort of come into these lizard lunges and want to drop the head and hunch the shoulders, so can you counter that? Creating really nice habits for our posture on the mat. One more deep breath in. And breath out. Walk the hands back, below the shoulders, drop the back heel, pivot the left toes in, coming back to our Prasarita, Padottanasana. This time we'll fold down the middle and bind the hands behind the back, working the arms overhead, rinsing the shoulders. Press the crown of the head down towards the ground. The legs are strong. For 3, for 2, for 1, and release the hands, come up halfway, hands to the waist, deep breath in to rise all the way to standing, turn the heels in, bend the knees, come into the goddess squat. This time we'll reach the arms up and overhead, sink the butt nice and low, Track the knees over the toes, opening up into the hips. Draw the low belly in, holding it here. Stay with me. Keep breathing for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And then this time we're going to bend into the right knee, straighten the left leg into Skandasana. And again, use the hands as you need to. Keep the heart lifting, holding it here. Really good hip mobility pose. One more breath in. On the breath out, you sink the butt all the way down to the ground. And then we're going to take the right ankle across the top of the left thigh, bend into the left knee, and you can pick the butt up and shift back and forward a few times. And then sink the butt down. Walk the hands in and lift the chest. Keep the right foot flexed, pressing the right knee towards the front of your mat. One more deep breath in and breath out. Hook the left elbow around the foot, cradling the leg and massaging into the hip socket. Keeping the chest lifted the whole time and the right foot flexed. And you can hang out here, or you can again thread the right arm under. Maybe just come to this step of the journey towards Astavakrasana, the arm balance. Otherwise, if you've got the arm balance, you can plant the hands. Maybe lift the butt. Maybe lift the left leg and cross the left foot over the right. Straighten the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you've got the scissor kick, thread the left leg through, bend the arms, and then maybe kick it back to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Well done. Take a deep breath in. Let the breath go. Again, deep breath in. And breath out. Lower the knees down to the ground. Just come to a little child's pose. Turning the palms up. And melting the chest and forehead down. Slow the breath. Feel the heart beating against the ground. Feel it starting to slow back to its natural rhythm. One more expansive breath in. And breath out. Okay, we're going to come to frog pose. So you're going to come to a straddle on the knees. If you have dodgy knees, you can do this up against a wall on your back, or you can come down for a happy baby pose like this, grabbing on to the outer edges of the feet. So only do this pose if you're comfortable being on the straddle on your knees, and you can always roll your mat up as well for extra padding. Flex the feet behind you, come onto the forearms and sink the hips back towards the heels. And breathe here. If you feel like your belly is sagging down towards the ground, create a little bit of a contraction. So lift up through the low belly as you continue to sink the hips back to remove that sort of sway in the back, making it a little bit more active. Soften your breath so much so that you can just barely hear that whisper-like quality of your breathing. Just 3 more breaths. Deep breath in. And let it go. For 1. Deep breath in. Slowly release it. Remaining calm for 2. Last full complete breath. Inhale. Exhale till the lungs have emptied completely, and then slowly come out. Plant the hands, bring the feet, knees in, and then lay down on your back for Shavasana. Notice how your hips are feeling, the residue of this hip opening, hip mobility practice. Maybe there's some warmth, some tingling, or any other sensation you experience. Let yourself experience and let yourself relax into this deep place of ease, of letting go of any remaining physical or emotional tension.